Hi, I'm Norm.
And I'm Dale.
We're in the flower business, and we also own the Dorothy G. Turkel House in Detroit, Frank Lloyd Wright's 1955 design Usonian Automatic. Usonian is a style of architecture where the floor plan is more open. The rooms have multi-use, and the automatic simply refers to the concrete construction. Owning a Wright house has its challenges. So the Turkel House had years and years of neglect, and so plumbing, the electrical, the roof, all the major systems didn't work.
But the design was fabulous. The design of the Turkel House were designed to be discreet. When you come up to the front of the house, there's a long driveway and there's a red ribbon of concrete. It's more of a mystery, a search to find the front door. So when you do find the front door, it's a low, confined, tight space. It's almost a childlike innocence wondering where to go.
When you step inside, there's a stairway to the left leading you to the private spaces. Ahead of you is our glass doors, and then if you turn to the right, you move into the music room. When you enter the music room, you come through a low, compressed space, and then when you step a couple more steps into the room just explodes. And that's Wright's compression and expansion technique that he used in many, many houses.
The windows are 24-inch squares, so you get individual visions of the outside, so the landscape becomes part of the room.
Wright designed all of these shelves, so we've collected things that we love. It's a great way to
it shows our personalities.
Yeah, to express yourself.
The floors are red concrete. Wright liked the color of earth. He felt it anchored the house to the ground outside.
So we decided to bring a rug into the room to create another texture and to soften the bold color of the red floor.
I like it because it's a combination of wool and silk. The silk captures the light and shimmers while the wool is always there but constantly receding. We did reproduce 2 chairs that were originally in the kitchen as dining room chairs. They're impractical, and that was a constant comment that people would make about these chairs, was that they'd always end up on the floor by setting on them wrong. When you look at the doors and you're ready to step outside, there's a balcony overhead. You take a few steps and all of a sudden, poof, you're in this open, airy exterior. Containment and then explosion into this big space.
And the original terrace was never built. It was just grass. And so when we saw that, we realized that he wanted to have an outdoor space. We just made it a little bit larger and added the water feature. And we didn't want to create an entire garden in this yard, so we said, let's do a sculpture garden.
You get the perspective of the length and the size of the house, so that view is really the best view of the entire house.
Stepping back inside, we enter the kitchen. The kitchen is Wright's original design, but has been updated with new cabinets, stainless countertops, which were a material that he used at the time.
I always say living in this house is like living in a garden structure. You're always looking out in the garden. And the kitchen kind of is a work area that accesses the garden. Frank Lloyd Wright stairs I'm a big fan of because they have very shallow rises. So it's a very easy transition to go from one floor to the next.
When you reach the top of the stairs, again, you have options. You can go down a gallery that leads to the bedrooms, or you can go the opposite way to the balcony that overlooks the music room. And the balcony railing pierces the window and wraps around outside. Those, I think, are amazing features. So Frank Lloyd Wright thought the bedrooms were basically just for sleeping, not a place with a lot of extra furniture. So It's designed with built-in dressers, built-in desk, and then they have narrow ribbons of windows that are high in the rooms, and the position of the window makes it private.
Unlike today's bedrooms, this one's about 12 foot by 10 foot. It is not an escape. It is a room that you go in and sleep in, and then you exit and come down and socialize and you interact, because we all know what happens in bedrooms and people don't need to know about it.
So that completes the tour of our house, the Dorothy G. Turkel House here in Detroit.
It's one of the most significant modern pieces of architecture in the country, and it's great fun to live in.
It certainly is.
Well, that was so much fun, but the fun doesn't have to end here. Like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for the best open house has to offer.